Hello and welcome to the session on project time management. Before we start, let me tell you that almost 90% of the projects executed do not finish on time. These projects, which run behind schedule, fail in the beginning and not in the end. Importance of planning is never realized unless there is a rush to complete the project on time. The final actions to complete a project are dependent on the plans and motivations set in the project planning processes. Effective project management requires adequate time for planning, and based on the results of planning, adequate time for implementation of those plans. In this chapter, we will discuss how project activities are decomposed and then how the work packages are sequenced, calculated, and accounted for. We will also discuss the art and science of estimating the time for work packages in new and familiar projects. Once the work has been completed, we will create and visualize the network diagram. Time management is an essential element on the PMP exam. You will need a solid understanding of the activities and methods to predict and account for project time. Time management is crucial not only to pass the PMP exam but also to successful project management. In this session, we will learn why do we do time management in a project and why is it important for a project. Understanding the significance of time, we will learn how time can be managed. Then we will move on to learn the various processes in time management, that is, plan schedule management, define activities, sequence activities, estimate activity resources, estimate activity durations, develop schedule, and control schedule. During the course of this discussion of the various processes, we will also look at some sample questions based on the PMP format. Now, what is project time management? Project time management is all about the processes required to manage the timely completion of the project. Project time management starts with planning by the project team, which is not shown as a discrete process. It is a part of the plan schedule management process wherein the project manager along with the project team does a planning and estimation of the project schedule. In small projects, some of the processes in time management is not carried out in a discrete fashion. That means the processes are not carried out in a sequential manner. For example, defining activities and sequencing activities are carried out together. Estimating activity resource and activity durations is carried out together, and developing schedule can be done along with other processes. This is because in a small project, the scope of the project or the complexity of the project is not so huge that we need to have different processes for all these estimations. Hence, based on the magnitude of the project, The processes in time management can be carried out in a sequential manner or in a clubbed manner. Now, why do we do time management? We already know about the famous triangle of triple constraints. The triple constraints include scope, time, and cost. These are also the three baselines of project management plan, that is scope baseline, schedule baseline, and cost baseline. Now, these triple constraints need to be managed throughout the project. If there is a change in one, the other two get affected. For example, if there is a change in the scope, for sure the time or the schedule and the cost of the project is going to change. Hence, for a successful project, we need to manage all the three constraints. Moreover, the performance of a project is also measured on the achievement or the progress on these three parameters. From the PMP perspective, time management is also very important because it is the second hardest section besides integration, and you'll get lot of questions on time management.